What is up, everybody? Today we are back on Minecraft, and today I have another awesome trap for you guys, and this one is actually a drowning chamber. I know, it sounds absolutely terrifying, so let me show you guys really quick how it works. Essentially what you would do is you would tell your friend or your buddy or whoever to just, walk in here, no big deal. So they'd walk in, go in there, get the chest. You'd flip this little lever here, and you can see, oh, not like that, but you'll flip it like that, and you can see the doors close, and now they are drowning inside, and there is no way to escape. So you see here, if I go ahead and I unflip it, it opens back up, and you can come in here, collect your friend's stuff, and then you're good to go. So let's go ahead and I'll show you guys how to build this. Okay, so before we actually go ahead and get started building this, I'd just like to say that this original design is not by me. I was actually on a Minecraft PC world the other day, one of those redstone worlds where they have all kinds of cool contraptions, and I saw this one and I thought, wow, this would be so cool if I brought it to my subscribers, and because I know you guys absolutely love your traps, and I know if there's one thing everybody on Minecraft likes, it's trolling other people in their world. So I saw this design and I thought, wow, this would be so cool, and I thought I would go ahead and bring it to you guys. Now, I will have in the description linked to where I downloaded the original redstone world if you guys want to go check that out and see some other cool creations over there. But it's also worth noting that I have not seen this brought to the console at all. I haven't seen any console versions of this trap, so I guess we are going to be bringing it to the console version of Minecraft for all of you guys to enjoy. And like I said, this trap is totally awesome, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get started with building. You can see here to get started what we need to do is we need to build this U shape. It's going to be 4 wide and then obviously with 2 walls on it. And I typically like to make mine, I like to have the drowning chamber 4 wide. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be my drowning chamber, and then I'll typically come off another 4 or 5. So I'll come off 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this will be my hallway. Obviously, if you have this connected to like a house or some other kind of building or wherever you have this put, you can build it as long as you need it to be for that. And then what we're going to do now is we are going to build the walls up 4 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this all the way around. Okay, so now that my U shape is done, what we want to do is come down here to the very far end. We want to knock out 3 or 4 or 5 or however long you want your actual water area to be. Knock that out. You can see here I'm going to be doing 4 wide this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. And now what we want to do is we want to come to the outside and add on an extra 2 blocks. So 1, 2, or 2 far out, and then we want to have it 4 wide, obviously as long as our drowning chamber length is going to be. So again, we're just going to come on this side and add on another 2 layers of block. And then we're going to come over here and place sticky pistons facing inward, like so. Followed by redstone repeaters on the outside of that. And then, actually, I guess I lied, we need 1 more layer of stone here as well, and then some redstone dust there, just like so. So after we've done that, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to link it down to down to the lever where we are going to be able to control it all from the inside. So like I said, just go ahead and put your redstone here, and then we are going to connect it by adding in a little stair step of stone. And then let's just bring this redstone wire down here, and we will connect this in just a moment, but we need to first do the same thing on this side. And like so. And this is a super easy trap to build. I don't know why I've never thought of this in the past, but it's a super simple trap to build, and it's a totally maniacal trap, right? Like, nobody wants to drown. Like, I think the worst way to die in real life would be to drown, and I imagine it's no different in video games, right? Like, nobody likes drowning in Minecraft. And so, oh, sorry, I didn't mention it, but what we need to do is go ahead and add in another layer of stone here in front of the sticky pistons. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come off to the side, and you see where we have these 4 pistons here? We're going to come on this side of it, and right here, these 2 blocks, we are going to pull these 2 blocks out. We're just going to rip them out like that. And then from the inside, we are going to place 2 more sticky pistons on top of each other, just like that. If I can work my controls here, there we are. And we're just going to place 2 more sticky pistons there. Now you can see the sun is setting on this fine day, so we're just going to do 1 more little thing on the interior here, and then I'm going to sleep. What I typically like to do in the drowning chamber is I like to put glass here because it allows me to see the person that I'm trying to drown while they're inside of the room. You can, if you want to make sure that they don't break through that glass and maybe hit you or punch you or whatever, you can do 2 full layers of stone, but like I said, it's going to be harder to see them and really enjoy the full level of your troll with your drowning chamber. You can see there's actually a creeper inside of my house. I have no idea how he got in here because I have a whole bunch of torches, which is kind of concerning. But I guess I'm just going to go ahead and kill him, sleep, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, yeah, that was weird. I have no idea why that creeper was in my house. But either way, let's go ahead and get back to this trap. So now what we want to do is we want to come over here to these pistons that we just put in. And behind them, we want to place 2 pieces of stone or whatever your building block is. And here we are going to place a repeater and then a piece of redstone dust right there. And like I said, we're just going to do the same thing on this side. Again, 1, 2, followed by a torch. And then this and that. Now, if you didn't hear, these pistons up here actually extended when I added in that torch, and that's because we inverted the signal coming from the pulse there, so now the pistons are extended. Like I said, we're just going to do the same thing here and then connect it. And there now you can see we have effectively created the roof of our drowning chamber. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and hook up the lever that is going to work this whole system. So typically what I like to do is I like to come out here to the outside and I like to see from wherever these pistons are, I come off 2 blocks. So 1, 2, and this is where we are going to be putting our lever. So if I come down here, and right here is where you're going to want to place the redstone dust. So you see what I did there? I dug down 2 blocks and then I'm placing the redstone there. And now, oop, not like that. That's not what I meant to do. We want to put the redstone on that block there, and then we're going to dig off to the side because we're going to need to connect this up to the rest of our circuit here. And I didn't mean to do that either. But what we need to do is first dig around or all the way over here to this other side. You can see here I just have some other redstone contraptions that I built in the past, but that's not important to us. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dig over here. We're going to come up on the other side, and then we are going to build a little step stool up to the surface so we can build out our redstone like so. And then we are just going to connect our redstone. So here we have where our original lever is going to be. So our lever is going to be, I know I never said this, but our lever is going to be right here. And you can see if I go ahead and I flip that, it's going to activate this redstone down here. And now what we want to do is go ahead and connect that to the rest of our circuit. So we're just going to drag it here like so. And we're going to drag it, wrap it around that side. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Need to go ahead and create a little pathway for it to come up. And then what we want to do is we want to connect the redstone up to the redstone on the back part of this piece of stone here. You do not want to connect it here because then your trap is not going to work correctly. So you want to go ahead and place it up onto the back piece of this stone, and you want to make sure that it's not connected to this right here. So if you did it correctly, essentially what it should be is, I'll show you in just a moment. Let me go ahead and connect the rest of this up. But if you did it correctly, the redstone wire should be active here to this piston, but not to these up here. So these should be off, your ceiling should be open, and your doors should be closed. So this is how it should be. And if you go ahead and you flip this lever, you can see, you can flip the lever, you can see it'll automatically switch, and now your trap is looking pretty prime. So now what we want to do is go ahead and take 2 pieces of stone here, and we are just going to go ahead and make the ceiling even height all the way out, just like so. And you don't, I guess, even have to do that next level if you don't want to. But you can see here now your room is too high, and if we go ahead and we pull this, those inside will open and these will close, and now we've effectively built the beginning part of our drowning chamber. So now, obviously, in order to make this a drowning chamber, we need to add in the water. So we're just going to come up here to the top. We're going to go ahead and encase this area up here with stone. And we're just going to fill up this area with some water so we can drown whoever we want to inside. And then you're going to want to go ahead and put stone on top of your water, because if you don't do this, whoever you're trying to drown can just swim out the top and escape and possibly come back around here and kill you. So now that you've gone ahead and done that, I like the people who I'm drowning to be able to see that they are dying. So typically I will come in here and I will just put some glowstone. Voila, right there. Voila. Whoop. Voila, right there. Put a couple pieces of glowstone in here. Plus, this way they can see, and this way I can see them. And now you're pretty much done with your drowning chamber. Now all you really have to do is go ahead and add in your chest or whatever you're going to lure them in with. So you have that chest in there. So yeah, go ahead, go on in there and get your chest. And if you go ahead and you pull this lever, they are now going to drown inside and have absolutely no way to escape. Now, there's one thing I forgot to mention, and that's that when you go ahead and you pull the lever again, the water is going to water out here and it's going to rush out and destroy your lever. Now you don't want that. So what you want to do is just go ahead and, don't place a chest, but go ahead and place some signs here. And that will stop the water from coming out. So now, now if you go ahead and you flip your lever, you can see, boom, whoever's inside will drown. And if you go ahead and you unflip it, the water is going to stop right there, and then you can come in here, collect their items, and then still access your chest and be just fine. Now make sure you don't pull the lever when you're inside of the doors, because now you're trapped and now you're obviously the one going to be drowning. And you can see here why we put that stone there, so now I can't escape out of the top. So anyway, that is how you build a drowning chamber in your Minecraft console world. I hope you guys enjoyed this trap. Like I said, it's not super complicated. It's pretty simple. Just a little bit of redstone wiring and an inverted circuit, and you are good to go. So like I said, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do drop me a like down below. And make sure you guys subscribe for some more Minecraft console content in the future, because I will be your #1 source for everything Minecraft console on both Xbox and PS3 in the future, as well as Xbox One and PS4. And if you guys want to see some more traps, feel free to recommend some trap designs or ideas that you'd like to see in the future, and maybe I will try and build them and we will make them in a future video on my channel. So like I said, with that said, I think that's about it for me. I really do appreciate you guys coming out to watch, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace!